guys! Welcome to our vlog!
For today's video,
We will talk about
The period of activism! Let's see!
for your country!
According to Pushano Pineda, youth activism in 1970 to 1972 was due to domestic and worldwide causes. Activism is connected with the history of our Filipino youth. Because of the ills of society, the youth moved to seek reforms. Some continued to believe that the democratic government is stable and that it is only people running the government who are fault. Some believe that socialism or communism should replace democracy. Some armed groups were formed to bring down the democratic form of government.
activism is connected with the history of our Filipino youth. Activism in 1970 to 1972 was due to domestic and worldwide causes. Some group was formed to bring down the democratic government. Again, activism is connected with the history of our Filipino youth.
The seeds of activism resulted in declaration of martial law in 1972. We can however say that he seeds from earlier on from the time of Lapu-Lapu, Lacandula, and Rizal. The revolution against the powerful forces in the Philippines can be said to be the monopoly of the youth, in whose veins flowed the fire in their blood. What Rizal said of the youth being the hope of the fatherland is still valid even today.
The revolution against the powerful forces in the Philippines can be said as a monopoly of the youth. The seeds of activism resulted in the declaration of martial law in 1970. However, we can say that he seeds earlier from some of time of Lapu-Lapu, Lacandula, and Rizal.
Period of the bloody placards. Pineda also said that this was the time when the youth once more proved that it is not constant invasion that shapes our race and nationalism. There is a limit to one's patience. It may explode like a volcano if overstrained. During the period of the bloody placards, Pineda said that there is always a limit to the patience of the youth in this country, and also it may explode like a volcano if overstrained.
The Literary Revolution. The youth became completely rebellious during this period. This was proven not only in the bloody demonstration and in the sidewalk expression but also in literature. Campus newspapers showed rebellious emotions. The once aristocratic writers developed an awareness for society. They held poems and wrote placards in red paint, the equivalent of the word makibaka. They attached the ills of society and politics. Any establishment became the symbol of the ill that had to be changed.
It says here that the youth became more rebellious to the point that they used their voices. Also made an action which shows how determined and eager they are willing to be noticed and to be able to get what they want, and that is to give them an authority to say their opinions. They also made a theme which is called makibaka, which signifies their blueprints. They will get or they will attain their demands.
During the period of activism, the irreverence for the poor reached its peak during this period of mass revolution. It was also during this period that bomba films that discredit our ways as Filipinos started come out.
The irreverence of the poor reaches its peak during this period of bomba films that discredited our ways as people comes out.
Established in 1950, The Palangka Memorial Awards for Literature had been given cash prizes for short story, poetry, and one-act playwriting as an incentive to Filipino writers. The prizes come from La Tondena Incorporated, the firm founded by the late Carlos Palangka Sr., for the list of the winners from 1950 to 1970. We recommended Alberto S. Florentino's 20 Years of Palangka Awards.
There are events that give the Filipino writer a credit, which called the Palangka Memorial Award. It recognizes the work of the Filipino writers. And what's good in this is they're giving cash prize to the participant as an incentive. The prizes that they receive come from Latin Deva Incorporated, which firm founded by Carlos Palangka Sr. that was held on 1950 to 1970.
English short story starts in 1970 to 1971.
First prize, The Ritual by Cirilo and Bautista.
I congratulate the writers gathered here today for this first ASEAN.
Second prize, This in the Fields by Rosel Mojares.
Came from the Catholic leaders in Cebu, yeah, because they're saying, why honor the man who can? And he says delayed.
Third prize, Children in the City by Amadis Maria Guerrero. English one-act play starts in 1970 to 1971.
The first prize, The Grotesque Among Us by Nathan Flores.
Second prize, Age of Prometheus by Jesus T. Peralta.
The third prize, Operation Pacification by Alfredo Cuenco Jr. English short story starts in 1971 to 1972.
The first prize, The Tomato Game by Nestor Vicente Magdali Gonzalez.
The second prize, The Apollo Centennial by Gregorio Marquez. The third prize, After This Our Exile by Elisa Cols-Colowel.
Writers during this period: Jose F. Lacaba, The Days of Disquiet, Night of Rage, The First Quarter Storm. And related events. Describing this period, he writes the first quarter of the year 1970 was a glorious time, a time of the terror and of wrath, but also a time for hope. A powerful storm was sweeping the land, and a storm whose inexorable advance no earthly force could stop. And the name of the storm was history. He mentioned that those students demonstrating at the time knew and were aware that what they were doing would be crucial to our country's history. Student leader thought up grandiose names for their organizations, and hence the proliferations of acronyms like SOCOR, YDS, KTPD, Sagupa, SMP, KKK, KM, MDP, and SBK.
So guys, that's all. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye!
A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Rita.
Mamaya naman ang trans.
All I need, a little bit of Tina's what I see.
Here that the youth became more rebellious to the point that they used their voices. They also make an action long.
Little bit of Sandra.
Prize, the tomato game by Nestor Vicente Magdali Gonzalez.
The second prize, the
Makes me your man.
Hi guys! Welcome to our vlog!
And for today's video,
we will talk about
Kamay ka nag-loading mo!
Up and down and move it all around. Shake your hand to the sound, put your hands on the ground.
Ano ba? Inaayos mo?
Boses mo ga? Kasi hindi na nakakatuwa man din.
Inaayos mo pa man din ang position niyo.
One step left, one step right. One to the front and one to the side. Clap your hands once and clap your hands twice. And if it looks like that's been doing it, a little bit of Monica in my life.
Sabi kasi yan?
Oo nga, inaayos mo yung position mo eh.
A little bit of Rita, all I need. A little bit of Tina's what I see. A little bit of Sandra in the sun.
Pangit!
A little bit of Mary all night long. A little bit of Jessica, here I am.